So the game I'm playing today is called Simulation Failure. This is yet another walking simulator from the weird and wonderful mind of Connor Sherlock. Indeed, we are finally back to playing another one of his games. I do feel like it has been a little while since we have played the last one, because after I finished playing Last Visit to the Shard, I did tell you guys that I was going to take a little bit of a break from covering the games in the Walking Sim a Month Club Volume 1 bundle for just a little while, to try and give you guys a break from all of the Connor Sherlock walking simulators that I was covering at the time. And I feel like it has been long enough, because I played Last Visit to the Shard in April, and it is July now, and I think I did mention something before about trying to cover Connor Sherlock's games on a quarterly basis, or at least attempting to. So I think it's about time I covered another game from this collection here. And this game in particular, I've wanted to do a video on for a little while actually, because this was one of the first games that I checked out in this bundle when I first got it for free on itch.io. I first played this in my own time about a year and a half ago, give or take, and I haven't played it since, and I don't really remember too many details about it, but what I do know is that this is a walking simulator where you are exploring another exoplanet, and much like Last Visit to the Shard, this exoplanet is completely falling apart, but it's falling apart in a completely different way than the last game that we played. So this planet is basically going through an apocalyptic event where there are meteors raining down from the sky. And I mean, that's all there really is going on with this planet. It's just being bombarded with meteors, but other than that, the terrain looks mostly normal, although the art style in this one definitely looks very abstract. It kind of looks like a watercolor painting again. It kind of has a similar art style to Grave Apologies, now that I think about it. But yeah, you can tell that the environment itself looks a little bit apocalyptic, because it kind of looks like the clouds are just kind of exploding. If you look to your right, you can already make out a very strange-looking structure, which I think I remember that structure being there when I played this for the first time, like a year ago. Now, the README file for this game in particular is extremely vague, and this is actually part of the reason why I wanted to play this one, because this game in the Walking Sim a Month Club Volume 1 bundle is by far the one that mystified me the most, not only because of its name, Simulation Failure, which seems to indicate that something has gone horribly wrong, but also the description for this game is basically non-existent. The only thing that this game's README file contains is a simple message that reads, "We are experiencing technical difficulties due to a cascade failure of your reality. Please stand by for further instructions." And the exoplanet that you're exploring this time around is apparently unknown, because its identification number is apparently all zeros. So my guess here is that this is supposed to be a simulation of an actual exoplanet, except there must have been some sort of glitch that happened while you were being transferred over to this simulation, and now basically everything's going to shit. The simulation got completely confused in the process, and now it's just raining a whole bunch of meteors down onto the landscape. The simulation is just like, yeah, meteor storm, because I think this is supposed to make sense? I don't really know, I'm kinda losing my mind right now, and I'm scared, and yeah, have fun dodging those. Also, I will fully admit that this is a bit of a spur-of-the-moment kind of recording that I'm doing right now, because I was not originally planning on recording this just yet. And what I mean by that is, I am recording this very late at night right now. I'm actually very tired at the moment. I know it doesn't really sound like I am, but I actually am. I do more or less feel like I am about to pass out right now. But it was another one of those things where I was not going to record anything else tonight. Like, I'm actually recording this on the exact same night that I'm uploading my Cyberhook video. And by the time this video goes live, the Cyberhook video should have already been published. As a matter of fact, at the time that I'm recording this video, it has been published, like 2 hours ago. And I wasn't gonna try and record anything else tonight, I was just gonna try and take it easy, you know, just try and get some rest. But then, of course, my stupid-ass brain decided to go, hey, why not try and record a really quick video of another Connor Sherlock game, because, yeah, just do it. So, being the absolute moron that I am, I decided to comply with my brain, and here I am recording another Connor Sherlock game. I don't really know how long I'm going to be playing this one in particular. Probably not for too long, because I don't really want to waste your guys' time with this one. There's only, like, very small details that I remember about this one in particular, but I'm going to try and make this as interesting as possible, commentary-wise. I'll do my best anyway. Right, well, with that being said, let's get started here. So, I mean, I'll start off by saying this. I already love this, this aesthetic, for absolute sure, even though it is relatively similar to Grave Apologies, but if you look around, yeah, you'll notice, that freaking crystal again, except this time it's all red and it looks like it's made out of flesh, so I don't really know how I feel about that, but as I look around the environment here, you'll notice that there appears to be beams of light that are descending down from the heavens. Those are actually the meteors that are crashing into the landscape. And, yeah, you can also see them all the way off in the distance over there, which looks pretty cool. I have no idea if you can get killed by those meteors, though. I haven't tried to see if they could, like, crash right into me and I would just end up dying instantly. I don't really know if it is possible to die in this game. But as you look around, you'll notice that there are all of these weird structures that have just kind of been left here. Yeah, I guess just completely abandoned. I do like the way that this hill looks over here. There's one kind of like overlooking this hill. I have no idea what these little structures are. Got like little, I want to say totem poles, but they kind of look more like industrial pipes, which is a little bit odd. They don't seem to have been put there naturally. So one thing that I do remember here is that this is one of Connor Sherlock's much larger maps, and you do move rather slowly in this game, even when you are sprinting, so this can take a little while to navigate, unfortunately. So I guess I could start by going to the closest tower, which is all the way over here. I think this is also where I originally went when I first played this off-screen. So, I mean, the meteors are not actually destroying the landscape. There appears to be another tower over that way. I don't know if I'm gonna try and go towards all of the towers here. I mean, I could try going up towards that hill to see what that other one has in store for us. I don't think these towers are necessarily hiding anything from us, though. I don't think there's anything special or interesting to actually find, because I don't think you can even go inside of them. I mean, I don't remember for absolute sure. I don't think you can. They're just kind of like these giant monolithic structures. You know, kind of just there without any purpose anymore, because, you know, the entire landscape has basically been obliterated, or is currently being obliterated by a whole variety of meteors? Really? I could not jump over that tiny ledge. Okay, fine physics, whatever you say. I'm just trying to play by your rules here. My god, I do believe all these meteors are randomly generated. I mean, if I get lucky enough, there could be like one meteor that rains down right on my face, and then we'll see whether or not I can actually get killed by that. I don't believe there is any fall damage in this game, though. I could also try and see if there's, like, an edge of the map as well. Just to see if it's maybe possible to fall off the edge and die, like it is possible to do in Last Visit to the Shard. But I don't really know. We are gonna go towards this tower here. This massive, like, brutalist structure over here that is now just existing without a purpose and probably, you know, never existed with a purpose to begin with. Like, what exactly is its reason for being here? Maybe it's like a communications tower or something, trying to intercept signals from the aliens. Maybe that's what all of these little, like, pipes are as well. I have no frigging idea. I mean, again, this is one of those things where you kind of have to use your imagination. Especially this time around, considering this game basically has no description, not even in the README file. So, yeah, don't mind me just taking a nice little jog through the apocalypse. Yeah, no big deal. Just going on my morning jog here. There's just meteors raining down, just literal fire raining down from the heavens. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Just fireballs all over the place. Yeah, running towards a massive industrial complex. Yeah, no big deal. Nothing weird about this. Nothing weird about this whatsoever. Yeah, I don't believe these towers have an actual entrance, because they're just like giant slabs of concrete, basically. Yeah, how you doing, Meteor? The way that you just flew over this massive structure here was smooth AF, I'll at least say that. It was very clean, it was very graceful. Yeah, I also like how it leaves off trails as well, kind of like actual meteors. you know, meteors that are able to enter the atmosphere without actually getting destroyed. So it seems to me like they are actually large enough to be able to do that. Yeah, there's literally no entrance to this, and I mean, you can't climb up it either, because it's literally, yeah, it's literally a wall. Right, so with that being said, let's try and move towards this second watchtower. Let's go and take a nice hike up the mountain over there. Oh god, this terrain is like so freaking jagged. I mean, I'd kind of like to go and explore those plains over there as well, possibly, just to see what's over there in the distance. Maybe one thing that I could do, just because even when I'm sprinting, I still move rather sluggishly. Maybe what we can do later on is that we can try and have another, like, time-lapse thing, kind of like what I did in my last visit to the Shard video, where I'm just kind of like, yeah, just sprinting across the plains, just seeing what's over there, if there even is, like, an ending to the map, or whatever the heck. Because in terms of, like, how many things there is to do in this game, well, it doesn't seem to be that much. It seems to be mostly just, like, sprinting across the land, trying not to get your ass obliterated by meteors. This one in particular seems to be a lot more about soaking in the atmosphere, just kind of exploring the environment as well. And I mean, it is quite the environment, because you have these large blown-out colors, or these clouds with these large blown-out colors, kind of like the sun is just exploding. And you also have these meteors that are just raining down all over the place. And if you get lucky enough, maybe one will crash right into you and just blow your face off. Again, I don't know if you can actually get killed in this game, and I don't know if there is a way to die either. And just given the trajectory that a lot of these meteors are taking, it kind of seems like you'd have to get lucky in order to have one, like, crash directly into you. Especially since they seem to move rather fast as well. And once again, as with most of Connor Sherlock's games, or basically all of Connor Sherlock's games, the music in this game, I believe, was composed by Connor Sherlock himself, and I kind of like the vibe of this one in particular. I kind of like what was going on a few seconds ago, where it kind of sounded very, like the synthesizers kind of sounded really bit crushed, kind of had like a chiptune vibe to it almost, kind of like an old school 8-bit aesthetic to it. I really like it. I really like those bit crushed sound effects. I mean, Connor Sherlock sure seems to love his synthesizers, because that's like the only instrument he ever uses in any of his songs. I also noticed that some of his songs tend to be extremely long as well, because I think the song that he uses in Syzygy in particular is like 30 minutes long. I actually decided to open up Syzygy a couple of nights ago, or, well, when I say a couple of nights ago, I actually mean, like, probably 3 months ago now. God, why is this lagging so much as well? I just noticed, Jesus Christ. Wait, what the hell is this? Why are there so many meteors raining down all of a sudden? Hello? What happened? Whoa, hang on a second, there were not this many meteors that were raining down from the heavens just a second ago. What is happening? What's going on? Is that why the game's lagging so frigging much? What? Dude, hello? Wait. Can I get close to it? That one is, like, falling really close to me. Oh god, game. Calm down, please. Not even the game's enjoying this anymore. You know what? I don't blame you. I'm getting a little scared now. Okay, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with, like, how long I've spent in the game world so far. I'm not sure if, like, the longer the more time I waste here, the more frequent that these meteor showers become. Yeah, because there were definitely not this many meteors that were falling down before. This is different. Something changed as I was hiking up this mountain, and I don't know what exactly I triggered in order to cause this to happen. I don't like the amount of lag that I'm experiencing now, though. Don't appreciate that in the slightest. I mean, it's not making the game impossible to play, at least, so I can at least continue to try hiking up this godforsaken mountain, if I can. But as I was saying before, after I got distracted by that, yeah, some of the songs that Connor Sherlock uses in his games are really long. Like, the theme for Syzygy is literally 30 minutes. I actually sat down and listened to it just to see how long it went on for, and I was sitting down for at least a half hour, so... But then again, it kind of makes sense, because, I mean, Syzygy is one of his bigger maps, so you would probably be exploring it for a fairly long amount of time. So... it kind of makes sense that he has, that he would, like, create, or he would produce a much longer track for a game that large. And I'm not gonna lie, the kind of music that Connor Sherlock tends to produce for these games, they're definitely avant-garde in nature. Yeah, it's basically like avant-garde synthesizer music. Kind of like the soundtrack to an old, like, 80s B-movie horror film. Probably. Okay, you know what? This lag is actually starting to become a little unbearable. I'm kind of having a difficult time trying to navigate this mountain as well, because I apparently cannot go up, like really steep slopes, and apparently I also can't seem to go up slopes that are actually not even that steep to begin with, but at least I get a nice view of the mountain range right here, the plains. Yeah, dude, why are there so many meteors? I don't understand. This was definitely not happening before. Oh god. Can I even make it up this mountain? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Okay, hang on a second. I actually found the watchtower. It's down over this way. Okay, I assumed it was on, like, the summit of this mountain here, but I guess it's not. Okay. Actually, is it even on the mountain? I don't know, but it kind of seems like, yeah, it kind of seems like God has calmed the frick down now, because not only are the meteors a lot less frequent, or they're falling a lot less frequently, but it kind of seems like the sky just changed as well. It looks a lot nicer now. Wait. Hang on a minute. Something's changing. Something is, like, the environment is changing here. 'Cause the colors are not as blown out anymore. Wait a second. Is the world returning to normal here? Is the simulation, like, fixing itself? What is going on? There is a miracle occurring right about now. Yeah, this is really peculiar. It does seem like the environment is changing. 'Cause the skybox did not look like this. It looks like the skybox is returning to normal, actually. Oh yeah, and I'm barely seeing any meteors now. Okay, wait a second. What is happening? What exactly did I do in order to trigger this? Oh, okay, well, I still see a meteor falling all the way down over there. It's kind of cool how the game still renders it from, like, even all the way over here. Like, even when we're so far away, we're so distant from it. Huh. Okay, yeah, the watchtower's down over that way. Okay, we need to make it to the watchtower before it starts back up again. I think I managed to find some way to heal it, guys. Nature is healing, I feel. I don't know how exactly I did this, but I mean, it looks like it's mostly returned to normal. Save for the occasional meteor strike. Oh god, okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get up here? Here we go, just navigate. Navigate, okay, maybe go around the town. Yeah, see, I mean, the only thing here as well is that sometimes the physics in some of Connor Sherlock's games can be a little bit finicky at times. Kind of like how it's being right now. Uh-oh, okay, hang on, don't slip off. Don't slip off, because I think this is on at least part of it. Okay, no, it's not even on the mountain, actually. So what the hell am I even doing? I literally could have just gone around. I had, like, no reason to go up this mountain range. Could have spared myself all the lag as well, probably. Right, well, let's just keep going. Let's just keep on sprinting for now. Keep on sprinting for the time being. I'm not really noticing any other change in the environment right now. It seems like the color palette is still remaining mostly normal. Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. I'm totally content with that. Yeah, I guess we are just going down towards the plains. Oh my god, this camera, though. Good lord. Just being shaken all about here. Good lord. Calm the frick down. My goodness. Right, so Whoa, wait. What is that? Oh, there's something floating over there. Whoa, wait a second. What is this? Oh, hi, meteor. How you doing? Okay, that hit, like, really close. Good lord. Okay, that's a tower. Just kind of looks like all the other towers we've encountered so far. Wait a second. It looked like there was something floating. That looked like an airship of some sort. What was that? Hold on. I need to go and investigate that right about now. Okay. What in the world is that thing? I need to go and investigate. Come on, I really cannot get up this stupid freaking ledge. What is that? There's definitely something floating over that way. And I don't think it's just like a graphical glitch either. There's something over there. There absolutely is. I need to go and investigate that. Is there any way for me to, like, get up there? Doesn't seem like there is, because now there's just plains. Just plains as far as the eye can see. I haven't gotten hit by a meteor yet, at least. Yeah, there's definitely still some meteors down here. Okay, well, what's that? There's clearly something floating over this way. So I want to go and investigate it. Kind of seems like it's going to take me a while to get there, though, so maybe, is it time-lapse time? I do believe it is time-lapse time. Yeah, frick it, let's speed this up, and let's see how long it takes for me to get over there. Let's do it. Time-lapse, go! Right, so I'm pretty much underneath whatever this flying contraption is, and now that I'm getting a closer look at it, it kind of seems like, I don't know, almost like a section of a map? Like, I don't know, some piece of geometry that isn't actually supposed to be there? Because looking at it now, it kind of seems like something that maybe Connor Sherlock was using when he was still developing this game, but maybe he just forgot to get rid of, because this definitely does not look like something that should actually be here. It kind of seems like something that was left over from the game's early development, and maybe he just forgot to remove it. I don't know, some weird sort of object. I mean, there's no way for me to get up to it, though, because I can't fly in this game. Yeah, and I can't jump anywhere near, like, high enough in order to reach it. So that's kind of odd. Also, I just want to point something out. Now that I look at these giant towers over here, this definitely looks like something that I would see in Half-Life 2. Like, doesn't this look like some of the towers that you'd see in City 17 or something? That's kind of what these towers remind me of now that I look at them a lot closer. Well, I gotta admit, I am a little bit disappointed by that, because when I saw that off in the distance, I was like, oh, did I actually discover something secret? But now that I'm getting a closer look at it, it kind of seems like maybe some sort of test object that isn't actually supposed to be in the game anymore. I think Connor Sherlock forgot to remove it, whatever it may be. So, yeah, not gonna lie, I am a little bit disappointed by that. I thought I discovered something absolutely amazing, but it just turns out it's a random piece of geometry floating in the air that doesn't really seem to serve any sort of purpose, because I can't even reach all the way up there. Like, this is how high I can jump. Look at this. It's an absolutely pathetic jump, at least compared to some of Connor Sherlock's other games. Well, just out of curiosity, I decided to venture all the way to this other tower over here just to see what I could find. And, well, doesn't seem like there's really anything too special about this tower either. It just looks the exact same as all the other ones I found so far. So, you know what I think I am gonna do, guys? I think I am just going to leave the video here, because there doesn't really seem to be anything else that I could discover in this game, or anything else that I was able to discover. I mean, there were a couple of interesting things that happened throughout this video, like, for instance, the environment suddenly changing, because it looks like the clouds are completely normal now, for the most part, and there's only, like, a few meteors that are raining down from the sky, none of which have managed to collide with me yet, unfortunately. And I don't really know if there's an actual edge to this map. Like, I don't know if there is, like, a boundary that I can make my way over to, and if I can just jump off and, like, fall into the void. I'm not entirely sure, and the map appears to be pretty damn big, so I'm not sure if I'm even gonna bother trying to find that boundary. But, yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I have to say about Simulation Failure. Yeah, if you want to experience an apocalyptic meteor shower, then this is the game for you. But keep your expectations in check, though, because this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the less interesting games in this collection, you know, aside from the apocalyptic meteor storm and everything, but yeah, it just doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot to see in this one. You got these weird looking towers that definitely look like something out of Half-Life 2, but other than that, yeah, not really anything more to see here. I don't know why the game keeps freezing as well. I don't know if maybe the reason it's freezing is because it's trying to spawn in more meteors. I can't really tell. I still really like the aesthetic of this game, though. This one appears to also use a very similar watercolor-like aesthetic that Grave Apologies also uses. And I mean, it did get kind of exciting when, you know, the amount of meteors that were falling down suddenly increased for seemingly no reason. Again, I'm not sure if I was able to trigger that by going up that mountain, or if it's just something that triggers automatically after a certain amount of time. I don't really know how exactly this game works, but the environment looks almost completely different from what it did like 30 minutes ago when I started playing this game. And I mean, I did get pretty excited when I saw that floating object over there in the distance. I don't think you can see it anymore now, but I thought for sure like that was some sort of, you know, mysterious object that I could actually sort of interact with, but I don't really know. Like, when I got closer to it, and upon closer inspection, it kind of seemed like some sort of leftover object from maybe like an earlier build of the game, perhaps? I don't really know. It didn't really seem like it was supposed to be there, especially considering there was no actual way to reach it, considering you do not jump that high. And unlike some of Connor Sherlock's other games, you don't have a jetpack in this game. All you have is a jump, and it's a very weak jump as well. So I guess that one was kind of interesting, but it was nowhere near as intriguing as some of the other games that I've covered in this collection. I mean, I'll take Argon Swamp over this game any day, because Argon Swamp had some, like, really interesting little secrets that you could discover. And even Grave Apologies and Syzygy are honestly way more interesting than this. I mean, Syzygy is still my absolute favorite game out of all the games that I've covered so far in this collection. This one in particular didn't really do a whole lot to change my mind, honestly, but yeah, I mean, I like the idea behind it, like this apocalyptic meteor shower that apparently becomes a lot less pronounced as the game goes on. I don't really understand that aspect of it though, but still. Overall though, I still feel like there were a couple of entertaining moments to be found in this one, so I think I am still going to upload this anyway. I just really felt like playing another game from the Walking Sim a Month Club bundle tonight, and I mean, this is one that I was kind of thinking about playing, but I wasn't too sure about it originally, but I finally just decided, frick it, let's just do a video on this and get it over with. This one in particular, I had been thinking about possibly doing a video on for like the past year and a half now, probably. So I figured, you know what, let's just get it out of the way finally. I'm not even seeing any meteors anymore. Yeah, they're all the way over there, though, in the distance. Yeah, I have no idea when exactly this map is going to end either, so I think I should just end the video now, because yeah, it's just flat plains, and doesn't seem like there's anything else out here to find, except for more meteors, so whatever. We're done with this. If you want to go and download the Walking Sim a Month Club Volume 1 bundle, the link is in the description, and I'm not sure if the collection has come out on Steam yet, like if the complete bundle of the Walking Sim a Month Club is out on Steam yet. I don't know if it's been officially released. I haven't checked its Steam page in a little while, so I'd have to go in and check that just to make sure. But even if it isn't, I'll still link it in the description anyway, so you guys can go and wishlist it. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me for now, guys. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video I make. Oh god, okay, that one actually came very close, good lord. Okay, yeah, so, if you'll excuse me now, I'm gonna try and go and get my face smashed in with some meteors. Or at least I'll attempt to. Wish me luck. Anyway. Later, guys. Okay, hi, guys. Video's not actually done just yet, because I wanted to show you guys one little thing that I discovered here. I found the map boundary. Yeah, it turns out that this map is actually a lot smaller than I thought, so, yeah, there you go. The meteors are just kind of falling into the void, and I will proceed to do the same thing. Oh god, okay. Apparently the ground has no texture beneath it. That's kind of weird. That's also kind of weird too. Why is there just a tower floating underneath the land? There's a tower here in the void, apparently. Alright, yeah, that's not totally strange in the slightest. Okay, well, yeah, we found, I found the boundary, so, I mean, not really anything else to say other than that. I mean, it's basically just like Stepped Reckoner. You just fall into the void, never to be seen again. Eventually, everything will just cease to exist here. Everything will be consumed by the draw distance eventually. Actually, wait a second, there's a tower over there as well, but it's all crooked. Huh. That's bizarre. Maybe I should have kept going over there, because I'm assuming that was also on the land, probably? But I don't know, there was one that appeared to be inside the void, unless it was on, like, the bottom of a hill. Oh well. Doesn't really matter anymore. I'm just floating without a purpose here. There we go, the towers are just ascending into the heavens. They're taking off. God, it's like there's a bunch of, like, escape pods that are just, yeah, just kinda ascending into the atmosphere. They're leaving me all behind. They're leaving me here to just rot in this endless void, floating here without a purpose. Not even any meteors to keep me company either. The meteors have just completely despawned as well. What a pitiful existence indeed. At least I get to look at a nice, pretty skybox, a pretty watercolor skybox. Yeah, look at these freaking god rays as well. It's like 2 layers of clouds, and the light is breaching this first layer, and it's hitting the layer at the bottom. It's like lighting them up. It looks really beautiful, man. Actually, I can still see some of those towers off in the distance. Okay, well, yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. There is, in fact, a boundary, and much like Connor Sherlock's other games, you can jump right off it and land in the void, and just float without a cause for the rest of your life. So, yeah. That's about it. That's all there is to say about that. If you want to soft lock the game, there is a way to do that in this game as well. So, there you go. That's it. Anyway, I'm done for real this time, guys. Just wanted to show that off really quickly because I wanted to see if there was a boundary, and there is, and it's fairly easy to get to. It's not actually that far out, so yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video I make, for real this time. Later!